Hello. Welcome to Lori's Classroom Stories and Crochet.
Hi there, it's Lori and I'm here with a quick classroom story. It's parent-teacher conference time for those of you who have kids in school. When I was a teacher at parent conference time, or back to school night actually, I would tell parents, I had a different last name then too, but I would tell parents if they happen to Google my name, I am not the belly dancer. So I was never a belly dancer. But anyway, it's always good to warn your parents if you're a teacher that if you Google the name, it's not necessarily the same person. Of course, now if they Googled my name, if I was still teaching, they would see probably possibly my YouTube channel, which would be fun. Anyway, I'm here to talk about a gift I'm making for my aunt's 70th birthday. So I'm very excited for her, and I've been working on this for months, but mostly because I keep like setting it down and picking it back up. First of all, it's made with yarn made from her dog's, 3 of them, dog's hair that they took up to a spinner that's about an hour's drive north of where they're at, and spun it with some wool. I can't remember the percentages, and then also had some alpaca. So it's very itchy and very sheddy. So it would shed all over. So my aunt decided she didn't want a vest, which is what she originally wanted, but instead wanted a purse. So everything I looked up, the best thing to do with that was to felt it so it wouldn't shed so much. Well, I forgot to measure it or take picture before I made it, but here it is so far. I am going to use a Bag O' Day crochet liner pattern where she actually just sews the liner and then sews it in. That's the nice thing about when you felt something, it lines, but I'll talk about the yarns here. So this is the bag. It's Bag O' Day Crochet's crocodile stitch bag. She has 2 different ones. This one has a row in between. So the crocodile stitches are made with, rows are made with the wool dog hair blend. And the lines in between, I don't know how well you can see that, but it is a little bit darker. I don't know that it shows up, but it's just a little bit darker. That's alpaca, so that's really soft if you feel in between. It's still a little itchy, so then this yarn is called A Touch of Yak, which is super silky soft. It's not like soft like latte cake soft, but it's like a silky soft, really nice. So with the handle, I didn't want that to be on her shoulder itching, so I put a layer of that Touch of Yak yarn, I think it's the Lion brand yarn, on there. And then these little magnetic clasps are, there's 3 of them, so it stays closed nicely. They're from Temu. I think they were like maybe $3 for a 10 or 12 pack. I can't remember. Maybe it was only $2. Anyway, so that's that, and it's kind of wide on the bottom, and I'll tell you about the measurements here in a minute. So that's why I'm using Bag O' Day Crochet's liner pattern, which I haven't finished that yet, but I got to get it done because I've got to give it to her Friday. Anyway, so inside, oh, there you can really see the difference in the alpaca versus the dog hair. See how much darker that, there's the stripes. Anyway, I'm going to put a liner in here of light green. Oh, I didn't bring it over here. But on the back side, on the outside, because, you know, where do we need our phones? On the outsides of our bags, right? So it's this pocket. Now, her phone case is also her wallet. So, and it's very kind of large. So you can see that's pretty big. And it has the magnetic clasp, but I flipped it like that. So it would not pull off very easily, which was a very bad example. I should have actually put the magnet on this part, and the other part, I kind of did it backwards. This is the magnet, it's a little thicker, and then this is thinner. I should have done it the other way, but it's okay. It should work for her purposes, and it should be easy to get her phone in there, but still have it like covered over just in case, you know, that way it's more safe, I guess. Let me talk about these measurements. So I had no idea how much it was going to shrink. So across here was 17 inches. And now it is, oh, I just measured it and I already forgot. I have to subtract 4. It's just about 10 inches. So it went from 17 to 10 this way. And now it shrunk vertically differently. I don't know if you were aware of that, but every felting video I watched warned about that. So if you were doing something fitted, you wanted to do a gauge swatch. It was originally 12 inches tall, and now it is about 7. So from 17 to 10 across, and then from 12 down to 7 vertically. And then this was 6 inches, and now it's about 4 inches. So this didn't shrink as much. I don't know if that's because it didn't have the alpaca at all, because I had more of the dog hair wool liner. They were yellow labs. The dogs, for the most part, they had a little bit of their beagle mix hair in there too, but most of it was yellow lab, which is, as you can see, the color is very, very much yellow lab. But as I'm even holding it, it's very itchy, so I'm very glad I did this liner for her on the shoulder, so it won't be itchy. And I'm super sensitive to the wool. I'm not allergic. It's just very itchy to me. Actually, I think it's the dog hair that's more itchy. But like I said, this pocket, I did not. This pocket's really large, but it's because of her phone case wallet. This is not a surprise to her. She knows she's getting this. I did not take the stitches all the way around, the crocodile stitches, except for that bottom row, because I knew I was going to be putting a pocket back there. Plus, I was concerned about running out of yarn. This takes a fair amount of yarn, especially when you consider how large I made it before I shrunk it. Again, I just watched a few videos on how to go about shrinking it and kind of what to anticipate. I believe I washed it in hot 5 times and dried it in hot. There was so much fur each time I dried it that came out of the spinning. So I saved that all for my aunt. I don't know if she wants to use it for something again, but I felt like since it was her dog's hair, I didn't want to just throw it away like I would, you know, other lint, because it wasn't lint, it was the fur. Because I washed it by itself because I knew it would get all over everything, which I think it even shed a little on me right now. But it is so cute, and this Bag-O-Day pattern was not a felting pattern. I just made it way bigger than she said, and I made a flat bottom using a different one of her tutorials, because it was designed to like have these crocodiles all the way around and be sewn together, but I wanted a wider bottom so it could kind of sit flat like that. And when I do the liner, if I have time, I will do a video. But anyway, that's what I've been working on. Well, that and the butterfly blanket that I did in the last video. But this deadline is coming up in 4 days. So I got to get this done. The harder part is all done. I just have to do that liner. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Talk to you later.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. See you next time.